Stuff like it, right? It doesn't matter what someone's saying. If you like it, right? Someone else's opinion shouldn't be valid. It shouldn't give you any validity of what they're saying, right? So build that belief. But belief comes from just over time. It's not just going to happen, right? But one of the best ways is never missing a Saturday, right? Telling yourself into the due diligence, you know what? I'm never going to miss a Saturday. 100% non-negotiable, non-debatable. Every single Saturday, I'm going to be here, right? Because I want to build a fortune for myself or whatever your vision, ambition, desires, and goals is in this business. So belief, right? Next part, how do you spell bear? B what? E, right? So the next one is E, right? And E stands for energy, excited. Be excited. B-E, excited. Right? We need to bring like cheerleaders in there and look at this room pretty jacked up. Right? You need to get excited, motivated, passionate. You want to be even more passionate than the movie. Passion of the Christ. That was pretty passionate. Like that kind of passion. You need that type of passion for yourself. Not for God in life, it's for yourself. It's for your fortune. Right? So you can be on the beach in Tahiti, next to a girl in a bikini, driving a Lamborghini, eating linguine on the beach of Tahiti. So, I believe, energy, excitement, right? I'm motivated. I actually believe in this, right? But you don't want to fake it, right? Because you want to sound real, right? And the only thing that's going to happen is if you really do believe in what you're doing, right? How many of you guys could believe in your dreams? How many of you guys could believe in your significant others? Right? How many of you guys could believe in maybe seeing yourself in a better car than what you're driving right now, whatever that may be, right? But if I could say, let me explain to you why everyone in this room should drive a Rolls-Royce Phantom, right? And it's not because it's a Rolls-Royce Phantom. Here's the truth. There are crazy people in I don't know how it is in California. I'm from Las Vegas. I'm a born native. In Vegas, there are people that drink at all times of the day. That is a true fact, right? And these people actually get into their car drunk, intoxicated, and they drive on the streets that your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, grandma, boyfriend, girlfriend, or people that you care about are going to be on. So if you know that there are people who don't care about other people, and you know that they're going to drive anyways, wouldn't it make sense that if you could decide what car you drive, because no one in this room ever says, you know what, today I'm going to get into a car accident. No one ever says that, right? But how many of us have ever been in a car accident? It just happens. We don't wish it to happen. So if you know that God or faith or whoever you believe in, that's just how they work, that it's just going to happen just weird like that, and you don't have to plan, it just happens. So if you are going to be in a car accident one day, and there are crazy people that do drink and drive, wouldn't it make sense to be being in a car that's made out of titanium versus some people drive cars that don't even have airbags for every passenger? You know, one of my mentors, ever since the S500's come out, he's owned every edition of it. And he was telling me it's great because if you're in a car accident in an S550, it literally looks like this if you get in a car accident. Because there's like 13 airbags. So you're like, the airbags are coming. Visualization. Holy shit. That'll be something we get over. Visualization. All right. That wasn't funny. We won't do that next time. Okay. Airbags. With flash, you're like, believe, energy, get excited, motivated, right? And then B-E-A. Okay. B-E-A. A stands for action. Right? Lights, camera, what? Action. And in Hollywood, what is the actor supposed to do when they say that? Go! Act! Talk! Right? Action! Or for our videographer in the back, Mr. Kewa, action! That means push record. Let's go! Right? Action. You can have all the belief in the world in this business. In fact, you could be in your room, and I know Lady Samurai said this, but you could literally be in your room like this. Like, you have all this belief and you're all energized, but if you're not doing anything, that's not going to do anything for you. No, I did take action. I thought of all the dreams and goals I want. I saw myself in a Lamborghini. Yeah, that'll do nothing for you. You have to take action, right? For all the single guys in this room that don't understand why you're single, right? Because looking at that girl that's super hot saying, banging! Like looking at her saying, just looking at her, yeah, that doesn't do nothing. One, it makes you a stalker and a weirdo. And number two, all of a sudden, all the single guys are doing this. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. Like, this is it. I thought this was for life. This is for life. You gotta take action. Talk to her. Talk to her. Right? She don't want to do this anyways, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys don't know who wants to go? Oh, moly. All right. So you got to take action. What is action in this business? If you're not sharing a cup of coffee with someone every day, you're not doing it. Plain and simple. That's the only way to excel in this business, is by taking action, sharing the coffee, letting someone drink it, cup by cup, box by box, doesn't matter. Are you putting a sell in, right? But how do you get motivated to do that? You got to get energy, right? But the only way you're going to get energy is if what? You believe in what you're doing, right? Can we agree with that? Because you can go to church every Sunday, but if the minute that no one wants you to go, you're not going to go anymore. Can we agree with that? So take action. And the coolest part about this movement that they're creating right now is when you believe enough and you take it up and you take that belief and put it into energy, and you take that energy and put it into action, you come to Saturdays, you do some meetings, you do some tastings, you let people try the product. The best part about that is you get results! In this business, it means a check. And then all of a sudden, it's like cha-ching, cha-ching, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I can speak Chinese. That's awesome! I'm getting paid! This is awesome! I'm trying to say something to say. You know those are the rules, right? You gotta be that nationality or that race to say that joke. Then you go from funny to being racist very quick. You know what I'm saying? You get paid. But paid doesn't necessarily mean no frill. You don't need to get paid to get results. A result, if you first get started, is by telling yourself for the next 7 days, I will get in front of 7 people. That is a result. And I promise you, if you set a goal for yourself, that it doesn't have to be a monetized goal. I'm going to do that goal, and I'm going to do X amount of meetings, ABC, XYZ, whatever that goal is for you. That is a result. And I do promise you in this philosophy, if you get that type of result, whatever it may be, whether it's a $5 check, a $50 check, or whether it's a result that I hit my goal this week, you're going to what? You're going to believe more. And the cool part is this huge circle of life, right? That just over, over, and over, and over. And my time is done, but I'm going to wrap up very quickly with a little story that hopefully makes sense with the bear philosophy. Does that help any?
Yes.
Okay, but the most important part is action. Okay, you take action. But it's a really good story. But I'm going to share a little story. This happened, one of my mentors told this to me years and years and years and years ago. This happened decades ago. Has anyone ever been to the continent of Africa? Yeah. Has anyone ever been there? Right, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And this story originates out of there. And I want to share that story with you guys, and hopefully it can help resonate with the decision you're going to make with God in life, but also with the bear philosophy. And this story happened decades and decades ago. There was a little boy, a little boy, and his name was Simba, right? And Simba had a dad named Mufasa, right? And Mufasa, he actually, this is decades ago before buildings, right? He owned this entire land, this continent, basically, right? And they actually called this Pride Rock, right? And so Mufasa raised his son Simba to become the next king. But unfortunately, there was a brother in the way called Scar. And Scar was this really negative family member. Has anyone ever had a negative family member before? He was a really negative family member. And so he was like, you know what? I'm envious of Simba because it was supposed to be me that's going to be the next king. So if I kill Simba, then I'm going to be next to the throne and I'm going to be a happy camper, right? So everyone in life has a team. Some of you guys have a team. Well, Scar had a team too of people, and they devised a plan to kill Simba. The plan went wrong, and they actually accidentally killed Mufasa instead, right? So the king of Pride Rock died, and Scar runs up to Simba and somehow gets him to believe it was his fault, and says, your dad just died because of you. You should leave. You should run. And because when people are young, we're easy to tell them what's right and what's wrong, whether it's true or not true, right? So Simba just ran off just because he was a scared boy, right? So Simba runs off, and Simba later runs into and meets a couple friends. And these two friends' names are Timon and Pumbaa. And Timon and Pumbaa they tell him this philosophy. It's called Hakuna Matata. And that philosophy goes, it ain't no passing phrase. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. So he just basically puts this philosophy into his brain, right? A couple years later, as Simba matures and grows to become older, he runs into an old friend from Pride Rock. Her name is Nala. And Nala says, I can't believe you just left us. You like literally just left us, and what happened? Right? Scars destroyed Pride Rock. This sucks. We need your help. Right? And he's like, no, that's not me. That was my dad. That's not me. He's like, yes, that is you. I 100% non-negotiable, believe in you. You could do it. You can make it happen. And Simba's like, maybe I could. And at the end of the story, actually, Simba takes over Pride Rock again and saves the day. And the point of this story is, as you as a leader in this room, how many of you guys want to truly change your life? How many of you guys truly want to make an exceptional income where you could do what you want anytime you want to do those things you really want to do, not what someone's telling you to do? So you as a leader, right, you need to ask yourself, as you bring in your new kid, so you bring in your Simba, what kind of leader are you being? Are you being a Timon and Pumbaa telling someone that you should just live life nonchalantly, it doesn't matter, because if you do something wrong, what happens? Ain't no thing, just pass it away, Hakuna Matata. Or are you going to be a Nala and raise people to become the leader that they're born to be? Because the same person was us. Simba was still the same person. The only thing changed was the person that mentored them and told them you could be a leader or you couldn't be a leader. And all the people in this room, that's exactly where they're going to take you from point A to point B in this business, is to take you from where you are to where you want to be, so you can become the person that you're born to be. So I appreciate everyone's time. Again, my name is James, and we're going to give it back. How
many people would like to know everything he knows? How many people would love to be personally trained by James Hsu? You want that?
Yeah.
Go buy his book. Amazon.com. Trust me when I tell you, it's good. This one is not, do not use this one, because every time I blitz it out, it's never come back. This is personally signed, and it's like my 8th copy, so this one stays with me. You want one, go get it. It's super awesome. I read through it several times and learned a lot of information that's pertinent. Next person we come up, that have coming up here is, has anybody heard the term BossIQuit?
Yeah!
BossIQuit?
Yeah!
We have a person that I can't believe. I go through social media, I'm listening and hearing everything that's going on, and even outside of our company, people are like, what is this BossIQuit? What is this going on? What is this movement? What is this team that's empowering people to be better and stronger? And it all comes down to one man that had a vision and said, he woke up one day and this thing came up in his head and said, BossIQuit. And from an early age, he learned he never wanted to work for anybody ever again in his life, because he wanted to have control of his own destiny. How many people here would love to have control of their own destiny? You? How many people here would love to take control and someday say, BossIQuit? Yeah. Now, I can never do that because mine's in the room here. But, but here's the thing. How many people here would love to have the financial freedom of somebody that makes millions of dollars? How many people here would love to have the lifestyle and not have to worry about anything ever again in their life financially? In order to do that, you've got to follow the right leaders. A lot of you here in this group, a lot of people are not, but it doesn't mean you can't learn from an expert or somebody that's created a movement, because if you can create a movement, you create millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Does that make sense? Yeah. So how many people here? Okay. How many people here are excited to learn from one of the top, the greatest up-and-coming leaders in our organization? Let me stand up. Put your hands together. For James, BossIQuit. James, BossIQuit Wiggins. Give it up for him.
How everybody doing? How you doing today? Jorge Barajas, I can say that. Thank you for coming up. James Hsu, amazing, amazing. Thank you. But before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to play a quick video. Is that okay? All right. How many people motivated and excited today? All right, let's go. If you turn on what? Oh, I need to turn TV on. Yeah. Technology, I tell you. We hit the lights.
I can't see anything. You can turn off lights.
Turn the lights.
Please. Thank you. Hey, I know you wanna
Oh, sorry. Nope.
That's Japanese. Chinese.
So how you doing today?
Okay. I'm bad.
How you doing?
I'm a mediator.
High tech.
No check.
High tech.
No check. All the check. No check.
Record that.
Can you hear this? Yep. Oh.
Put the microphone down there.
No.
My name is Alonzo Jones. My stage name is Turk, and I am an extreme hip-hop contortionist and dancer. I graduated from school and said I'm dancing, and my mom kicked me out of the house. I don't know, I haven't spoken to her since. Hang on. I was homeless on the streets for about 2 years. Every day I would just street perform. I would have like $150 in my pocket, and it was just like, do I want to get a hotel room, or do I want to just dance and practice till the sun comes up? And believe it or not, I would actually dance all day. The moment is now, how you feel? I'm so pumped right now, maybe you don't understand. Alright, I'm getting tired.
Wow. Can you give him a round of applause? What I want to talk about is how bad. Hello? Okay.
I gotta get you the average.
Thank you. What I want to talk about is how.
BossIQuit.
Thank you. Okay. What I want to talk about, how bad do you want it? Write that down. How bad do you want it? Let me just share a little bit about me and my story. How many people here can simply relate to this young man? Well, let me ask you a question. The key word is decision. Everybody say decision.
Decision.
And I can't spell, so that proves you don't need to be smart to make money. All right? This young man made a decision to do what everyone was against him to do. His own mother told him to get out when he said, I want to be a dancer. Has anybody experienced anything like that? I'm just saying, anything you ever done. How many of you was excited about your business, you went home, you shared it with a couple people, they told you it was crazy? Yeah. And let me ask you this. So many of the people that you've introduced to this business did not have the courage. Next word, courage. Write that down. to do something different. How many of you have been doing the same thing every single day, over and over and over and over and over and over? Can I get some help?
Over and over and over and over.
And wondering why you're still the same person, in the same car, with the same attitude, with the same broke friends. Hello? And you have envy towards a young man like this that suffered to get to where he is today. Is that just me talking, or can anybody here relate? So what I want to talk to you about today is the decision. How many of you want to decide to be great? Are you just saying that today? Because see, I can gas you up, believe me. I can do the dog and pony show, and I can hype. But when you leave today, right? Because I know you've made a lot of money in your career. I know people looking at you like you crazy. Let me tell you a short story. I retired my mom over 15 years ago. That was my why in life. I did not want my mom to work another day in her life. It was very ironic. 7 months after retiring her, she didn't have to take blood pressure medicine. So my point is, stress kills. Did you know that?
Oh, yes.
But it's funny. Put her in a home. I told her, I said, Mom, I don't have enough time to share my personal story of why I even did the business. I said, Mom, I'm doing this coffee business. My mom said, what are you talking about? Let me tell you something. My mom never spoke to me about an inheritance. She never spoke to me about I can own a home. She never spoke to me about being great. She only spoke to me about doing one thing. Get a job. Guess what happened to probably a lot of people in here? You follow the footsteps of your parents. I'm here to tell you, in the day and age, that don't work anymore. This young man was homeless to get a shot at greatness. How many of you are tired of being below average? I'm serious. Because you got to have, and I just want to use this man for example. I mean, I watched Val. Can we give Val a round of applause, please? I watched Val, like myself, laser focus. You say something negative to me. Oh man, have a good day. I watch Val. Wherever I'm at, wherever Jovan is, wherever Mike Miramoto is, Val's right there. Wherever David is, Val's right there. I'm like, what? Is there 5 of you? I was just in Texas. He was over there. I got on the plane. He already setting up the meeting in Irvine. How bad do you want it? See, a lot of people haven't experienced nice things, so you have allowed yourself to settle. And then what do? You say, well, I'm better off than him. Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? My car starts when I turn the key. His don't. I drove up today in a brand new 7 miles on a Jaguar because I want to be like Mike Miramoto. You see the black Jaguar outside? Among the Range Rover, Mike is my home. Okay. Let me tell you something about that. You ever hear when Mike talks about, have you ever jumped in a car and you smell it in the leather? Have you ever heard that? I know a lot of people, man, here you go with the sales pitch. Look, let me tell you something. When you jump in a brand new Jaguar and you smell that leather, it's different. I was like, I don't know if I'm coming up here today. I think I got some stuff to do. Go meet some people, right? How many of you are willing to make a decision today? You came into business, you spent $63, and you think you're going to get rich. I got 3 boxes of coffee, I drank 2 of them, I got 1 left, I'm not making no money, it's a scam. I bought an X3, all the coffee's at home, it's a scam. But we're clearly telling you what to do to make it in this business. Right? So, let's talk about it. I hear people say, I want to be this size. Go to the gym. The In-N-Out burger did not put a gun to your head. Make a decision. Hello? See, because I can tell you a little bit, I'm going to just break my story down in half. See, a lot of people here, the only thing you ever had to worry about is taking care of yourself, and that's why you're in the position you're in. I had to take care of my mom. I had to take care of my family. I had to take care of my older brothers. And I take care of a whole lot more people. Guess what? I have to make a certain amount of money. Plus, I like to take care of myself. I have everything on Gucci. Is there anything wrong with that? And mine's real. And I don't. But let me tell you about that. Stop cutting yourself short. Hello? How many of you cut yourself short? How many of you have believed, I can't go buy real Gucci, so I'm just going to get the fake, and I know it's fake, you don't even get the same effect. Let me hide this bag because the thread's showing it. No, can we be real?
Yeah.
Believe in you. But you have to make a decision to believe in you. How many of you want to be a diamond in this business? Okay. Stop blaming everybody else for your failures. Because my first year in business, I made a lot of money, and I gave it away trying to help people. This year, oh, no. Mr. Scott, can I do a show? Lamborghinis will be outside, double doors. Why not? I worked for it. I can't have it because you're continuing to make a decision to be in the position that you have been in your whole life. Stop listening to people that don't like themselves. How many of you do that? They hate themselves, but you listen to them to find out what it takes to be successful. Hello? I've never wanted to be like you, but I'm going to listen to you to build this business. Hello? Am I getting through to a few people here?
Yeah.
How many of you have courage?
Right.
No, really have courage. Don't play with me. I'll tell you something about the people I mentor. Sam Morgan, is it deaf?
Yes, it is.
Lori Hayes just left, deaf. Oh, deaf just, I'm on you. You got courage? Because me, let's go out and get 20 names and numbers in. Because let me share a little story about mindset, okay? And this is going to sum it up in 2 sentences. Do you believe whatever you put out of your mouth will evolve? Yes. Do you really believe that? Yes. Can I prove it to you that it's true? Yes. So from this day forth, you can't use the words like, I can't pay my cell phone bill. I don't have money. I'm broke. The more you say I'm broke, the broker you will be. When I lost everything temporarily, that's what I called it. This man was with me during the whole process. When I lost everything temporarily, I just said I got a temporary setback to figure out what's my next move. Write that down. See, a lot of you right now are having a temporary setback. Is that fair? So we're not going to use the word I'm broke anymore, okay? Now let me share a little story with you. How many of you know people, friends, family members that have been sick with an illness for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, right? Lived their life, been terrified to go to a doctor. I ain't going to a doctor because I don't want to hear no what? Bad news. Go to the doctor, what happens? Bad news. You're going to die in 6 minutes. Is that true or true? True. Why is that? No, you allowed you to listen to your mind. See, what I'm trying to share with you is this. What you put out will evolve. I came into business, I said, Lavelle, he tried to give me the business over a year and a half. And can we give this man a round of applause? Because he never, ever gave up on me. had what was called too cool for coffee syndrome. It was called an Aston Martin DBS. Living a fake lifestyle. Is that okay? Because if you got to worry about how you're going to pay the car payment, you should not have the car.
Well,
can I be honest with you?
Come on
See,
now.
all my bills now, they're on auto draft. Whoop, even my electric bill's on auto draft. Whoop.
Nice.
So, I talked to Mr. Scott and I said, Lavelle, you know how I am, I'm a beast. I get in the game, I'm tearing the game up, period. But it's the next word we're going to talk about. Commit. Can I be honest with you? Mr. Jorge Barajas, Val, Lavelle Scott, Brian Goings, Shalom, Majay, Tiffany, a lot of other people in here. This is what they do for a living. Stop bothering them if you ain't serious about the business. Is that fair? Your leaders, if you're not serious about the business, don't waste their time. Because you got to do what?
Commit.
Say it. Commit. See, your whole life, you failed. So what's wrong with failing again? I've been told my whole life I could never do nothing. You know that? I was born in a little city called in Long Beach. Long Beach, went to Long Beach Poly High School. So you know I'm an athlete. Yes, I am. But did anybody know that I would get contacted last week? One of the biggest brokers, basically, for inspirational speakers, been blowing me up. For some of you that know me, I don't really answer my phone a lot, and they get mad because I'm busy. Did you catch that? When people don't answer their phone a lot, that means they're busy, they're doing something. I don't have time for the what? Uncommitted. Let me tell you why. I just took these notes. These notes is very, very, very important. There's a type of person, I like to say, they're called a. Anybody know any of those?
Yep.
They will suck you dry. You be like, bones cracking. I need more. I need more. Understand the law. You have a 10% law. You have a 30% law, a 60% law, and 100%. Stop trying to make a 10%er do 100% of the work. How many of you begging people to do this business? How many of you beg people to join the business? The way you put them in the business is what you're going to have to do while they're in the business. You beg them to join, you have to beg them to do work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They don't want it as bad as you do. You have to find people that want it as bad as you do. Commit. Anybody here committed to the business? The last one. Now I really can't spell this one. Consistency. Yeah, don't look at that. Look, I see some people. Let me see. I see some of y'all over there on spell check. They're like, I can't spell it either, but I'm gonna make him look bad. Let me go ahead and erase that. And I ain't as funny as James, but both our names James, so I gotta kind of roll with him a little bit. Well, can we give James a round of applause? That man. Let's talk about consistency. Are you really consistent in the business? You know what kills me? Somebody do one coffee break. One! Lavelle. They do one coffee break and wonder why they're not rich. You have one event and wonder why you're not rich. Do you know? Young pioneer, stand up. Give these young men a round of applause. This is what I'm working with. They are who I'm working with. And my goal is to make them blow everybody out. You know why? Because they want it. They have adversity. They're not worried about the negativity. They want it. They had a coffee break at my house. You can sit down. But we'll give them another round of applause, please. I had a in my house. I said, no old people loud. Only me, because it's my house. And Mike Miramoto. Right? They had 60 people at my house.
Wow.
Signed up almost everybody that was there.
Wow.
Give them a round of applause. Now, let me tell you why. It's funny. You ever heard the saying? You can't teach an old dog what? New tricks. Some of y'all too old. Hey, can I be real? I've been mentored by a guy that supplies over 70% of the water to Arrowhead. You ever heard of a company called On Demand?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good friend of mine. Can we say multi-billionaires? Now let me ask you this. If he says, James, come with me, let's get on a private jet, I'm going to take you over here somewhere, because they took me to act some crazy stuff. I was like, what is this? People get out the jet. Hi, what would you like to eat? I'm like, this is crazy. But I can do this, right? They're saying, James, would you sit here, and I want you to look at that wall for an hour. What would you say? Why am I looking at the wall? For what? What is the wall going to do? Is the wall going to come out? Is it going to bite me? Shut up and listen. Joven Kabazan, give our CEO a round of applause. This man loves people. Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah.
I had a meltdown. See, I had meltdowns. People think I'm superhuman, but I'm really not superhuman. I had a meltdown. I'm crazy. Actually, James is crazy too. James Shue's crazy. Jorge Rock, Lavelle Scott is crazy. All these people are crazy. That's how you can do this, right? You gotta be crazy. Can't be normal, right? So they're like, James, you know, everybody's. I mean, people I don't even know. I just met you. Why are you asking me for $1,000? Hey man, can I get $1,000? I really would like $1,000. But I don't know, I just really, so I had a meltdown because I want to help everybody. How many people here want to help everybody? Let me tell you something about our God though. And I'm talking about my God, I'm not getting religious. But I've created a few multi-million-dollar companies, did very well for myself because I worked my butt off. Nobody handed me nothing. Nothing. Can't not one person say I know or I did this for James. Nothing. And if you did, I gave it back to you early or on time. And the only people I will ask anything from is people that I love. Write that down. Y'all don't even really understand how powerful that is, what I just shared with you. How many of you just ask people for stuff? Well, can I borrow this? Can I have that? Can I borrow this? I remember when we used to grow up, we used to go to the neighbors, borrow butter and cheese and Kool-Aid. Now, it was Flavor Aid. We ain't have no Kool-Aid. Anyway. See, y'all know I'm from the real. Anyway, you got to give up to go up. Some of you have lifestyles that are subpar lifestyles, but it's too much for you to maintain, so you stay in there until you die. How many of you willing to take your kid, like I did, when I lost everything? I'm with my kids every day. I pick my kids up, I take them. We actually going on a family trip right out of here. I'm out of here. We go. Boop. We out of here, right? But I had a talk with my baby, my son, that told me, Daddy, when I was ready to quit, and I'll tell you my story later, because I don't even want to fly. I ain't crying. I already cried twice off this dude today. I ain't crying. But he told me, he said, Daddy, quitters never win. My son's 5, when he was 5 years old when he told me that. You know why he told me that? Because that's what he's being taught. He told me, Daddy, quitter never win. I took it to a whole nother level. But what I want to share with you right now is this. How long are you going to allow yourself from being the person that you was born to be? You have to let it go. Anybody that you upset with, you call them. You say, you know what you did to me 2 years ago, you know, you cheated on me and all that. Which, I don't know why y'all be tripping over that, because they ain't no good anyway. Give me a round of applause for that. Y'all like that too. I'm learning from James right now, okay? But you call everybody, and you let them know you had any issues with them. I'll forgive you. How many of you are literally in the jail of your mind right now? You hold resentment towards people. How many of you always saying, well, you know what, I wasn't raised like that. I didn't have this, I didn't have that. Listen, that's an excuse. It's time to change that, reroute that. You don't even understand what's going on here at God Life. We're not the hype company. If you want that, go somewhere else. If you want people to run around, rah-rah, screaming and yelling, and it's all bogus, go somewhere else. This is truly a personal development company. We're truly here to show you that you can do and be who you are destined to be if you begin to believe in you. Is that fair? Yes. Last thing I want to say is, the 30%ers are going to do 30% of the work. Let them. 60%ers are going to do 60% of the work. Let them. But when you find this person, you work with them until they achieve their goals. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James BossIQuit Wiggins. Wow. Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've gone through the entire training today, and don't you feel more empowered?
Yes.
Let me try that again. I want to hear everybody say this. Don't you feel more empowered?
Yes.
You think you can improve your lifestyle?
Yes.
Then thank you very much and welcome to Gano Life, where we help improve your lifestyle. Just a quick note as we wrap up. We have our barbecue coming up. I'd recommend that everybody, now that I'm trying to push you out of here, but you want to get to the front of the line of that barbecue, because you're hungry, get over there now. If you know where our training facility is, it's at 935 South Milliken. Okay? Unit B, there's a barbecue truck there. Get in line, get some grub, and have a fantastic